Hi friends, Tracy Bish here, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome to Tracy's Sunday Challenge, the 28th of January. I'm so excited that you're here. I am using two Celebration free items from the Celebration catalogue. You can find them on page 12 and 13. They are the Jungle Pals stamp set and the Jungle Pals dies. So I'm actually filming this video creating my card. I've got a little bit of an idea in my head what I want to create, but I'm not sure how it's going to turn out, and I just went with it. That is something I'm going to try and do a lot more this year, especially for my challenge videos, is just film me creating, and then you'll get to see the end result just the way I do as we're going. I'm hoping that it's going to save me a little bit of time and make my life a little bit easier, because I do work full-time, and time is pretty precious, but I still want to be able to create these wonderful cards for you. So I hope you enjoy this process. So I've stamped all 5 of the animals in this stamp set. There is a lemur, a sloth, a tiger, an alligator, a crocodile, and a toucan. And I've stamped them all in Memento Tuxedo black ink onto basic white cardstock. Then I'm going to use my stamping blends to colour in. Now I have stamped all 5 animals, but on my card I'm actually only going to use 3. So I'll have a future card coming out with my leftovers, which is great. So I have used for the tiger, I've got pumpkin pie, colour lifter, and basic black. For the alligator or crocodile, I have granny apple green. The sloth, I've used crumb cake light and dark and done a little bit of ink blending. And for the lemur, I used smoky slate. And for the toucan, you know what? I went with the normal colours for all the other animals, but the toucan, I thought of, Toucan Sam from Fruit Loops, and I've gone with some really bright, bold, beautiful colours. So I've got Daffodil Delight, Balmy Blue, Melon Mumbo, Pumpkin Pie, and I don't know whether it's Lemon Lime Twist or it could be Granny Apple Green. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, I think it's Lemon Lime Twist. And then we're just going to quickly die cut these out. Now the stamp set has 5 animals. The dies actually has 15 dies, so you can create a really great scene with this bundle together. The Jungle Pals you can pick up as a free item if you spend $90 in product. If you spend $180, you can pick up the Jungle Pals dies. So that's in Australia. I highly recommend these 2. They're really great. The dies are awesome as well because you can create such a great jungle theme card. So because my acrylic plates for my mini machine are a little bit warped, I have a little bit of trouble keeping the dies in place when trying to run it through. So I'm just going to bring in some washi tape and make sure the dies keep in the right spot. I've done it a couple of times where I've started to put my plates through and it moves, which is fine if you're just die cutting an image. But when you've gone to the effort of stamping the image, colouring it in, you want to make sure that it cuts properly. So I have since purchased some new acrylic plates, so we're all good with that now. Okay, so we have those cut out. Actually, we've got these other animals as well. I'm also going to run through the die cut machine some Granny Apple Green, Daffodil Delight, Pumpkin Pie, and Melon Mumbo cardstock, and we're cutting out some flowers and some leaves and some grass and all those things for our scene. So this week's Tracy's Sunday Challenge is to create a scene, and I've got a jungle scene, which is amazing. I really love how this card's turned out. I did have a little bit of an idea in my head, but I wasn't sure how it was going to go. But I'm really, really happy. I think, when you see the end result, it's amazing. So if you would like to join in this week's challenge, all you need to do is create your card, take a photo of it, then go over to my business Facebook page, and you'll see the challenge graphic there. In the comments of that post, add your card. And, I would love for you to join in. It's always so fun to see so many different creators joining in and sharing your creativity, and it's also so great to be able to inspire others to get creating as well. So I really hope that you'll join in. it's opened anywhere in the world. So if you're living anywhere, you know, and maybe you're not even, you know, you may not even own Stamping Up. You might have other company brands, stamps or whatever. Join in. We would love to see what you're creating. Okay, so once we have all those done, we can start moving in with our card base. I've actually just used scraps to do all this die cutting, so it's a great way of using up your scraps as well. Now, if you're in need of any of the supplies that you've seen me use so far, you can purchase them in my online store, and I would love it if you did. I have wonderful benefits for all my customers who purchase with me. Please use the host code, and you'll receive a handmade card as well as the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle. For this month is the Be Mine Suite. If you spend $65, you'll receive those two free gifts as well as the January bundle tutorial. And if you spend $100 in product before shipping, you'll also receive my 3 card kits from this month's free Tracy's card club, or card class, which I did live on Thursday, so you can check that out here on YouTube. And they're beautiful cards using a new bundle in the mini catalogue and 3 amazing free gifts, so free celebration items. So, you know, you'll get the whole kit ready to go. So I'm just layering all my card pieces in place just to sort of get an idea of how I wanted it to sit. And I've got an amazing tool for you. Now, this is something that I've seen other demonstrators use. It's something that here in Australia, you can't get it at the supermarket. We don't stock it or sell it. But I was able to find it at Costco. So I was super excited. This is Press and Seal. It's like our cling wrap, but it's a little bit sticky as well. So I'm just grabbed a little piece of it. I'm just placing it over the top of the die cuts and pressing down. This will actually hold all the die cuts in place. So I'm just going to lift it up very carefully. You don't want to rip your cardstock at all. And then everything is in place where it needs to be. Look at that. Isn't this amazing? Where has this stuff been? I don't know, but if you have a Costco near you, go out and buy some because it's amazing. I'm looking forward to playing around with a bit more die cuts and seeing how it can go. So I've just got my Granny Apple Green and my blending brush, and I'm just going to add a little bit of greenery to the left hand side just to see, I'm just making that not so bare. And then what we're going to do is, with all those die cut pieces, while they're in place, I'm just going to adhere them all down. Now you could use liquid glue. For me, I thought it might be just as easy if I used my mini glue dots, and I'm just sticking them down into place. So any of the layers that are layered together are stuck together. And then we can come back in and add some more mini die cuts or liquid glue, whichever you'd like, over the top here, and then they would adhere straight down to that cardstock. So I used lots and lots of mini glue dots. Mini glue dots are super inexpensive, but your liquid glue would work just as well. So you could please yourself. How cute is this card? I'm really ecstatic in how well it has turned out. So here's the trick. You're going to pop it down onto your card, line it up, press it down, and then we can just start peeling off this peel and stick plastic, which is just amazing. I know this is not a craft tool, it is for the kitchen, but it's a great little craft tool as well. So perfect, look at that, all stayed into spot. And you might have to push down a couple more things, maybe remove a glue dot here or there. Some things I might have missed as we were adding adhesive down. So here is where you can just make sure that everything is nice and adhered. I'm also going to add some of those little rhinestones in each of the flowers just to give that little bit of extra sparkle and shine. And then we're going to add our sentiment. And I thought, I really need birthday cards because, that's what you use probably more than anything else. Oh, and here's the other ones that I didn't use. So you'll be able to see these in a future card. The sentiment I've actually stamped from the Celebrate with Tags stamp set. It has a happy birthday sentiment in there that I really like. It's really good for both male and female. It's not sort of, you know, typecast anywhere. And we're going to actually heat emboss this onto basic black cardstock. This gives it a little bit more of a pop in colour, as well as, you know, it really makes it stand out. So because we are heat embossing and that's just a scrap piece of basic black, I will run my embossing buddy over the top, and we're going to stamp in Versamark ink, which is a clear sticky ink, and then I'm going to use my white embossing powder from the Basics embossing powder collection. So we're going to use our heat tool, just run it over with the heat tool until it melts the powder. It comes nice and glossy and shiny, and you'll know that it's ready to go. And because I wanted to sort of even this card out on the right hand side with this sentiment, what I ended up doing is I cut the sentiment in half, so just to, you know, even it out a little bit. Now, if you have enjoyed today's video and my card, I would love it if you gave me a thumbs up, maybe shared my video, left me a comment, and if you haven't hit subscribe, please do that as well. And of course, if you would like to create a scenery card and join in the challenge, I would love that as well. You can share your card over on the challenge post on my business Facebook page, and yeah, I would love it if you joined in, because the more people join in, the more inspiration there is, the more sharing of creativity, and, you know, just having a little bit of fun together. So we are going to add these sentiments down with some dimensionals and, you know, and pop them up. But look, this is such a really simple card. Little bit of colouring, little bit of stamping, little bit of die cutting, and, you know, but so simple. Great way of using your scraps up as well, because we've just used basic white thick cardstock for the card base, and then, you know, basic white thick to stamp our animals, but the rest is all just scraps. So it's always nice to be able to start using some of your little bits that are maybe hanging around in your craft room. So I really do hope that you've enjoyed today's card. I love the colours. Let me know if you're gonna maybe really want this set, because, you know, who doesn't love jungle animals? Okay, so there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend, and I'll see you on Thursday live at 5 if you want to join me for that, for some more inspiration. Alright, thank you everyone. Bye bye.